Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Spurs Up Show, the best Gamecocks podcast on the internet. Today is Friday, January the 24th, 2020. On today's show, I break down South Carolina's game tomorrow night at Colonial Life Arena against the Vanderbilt Commodores, including the top storylines, Vanderbilt players to watch for, keys to the game, give my prediction, and much, much more. Before we get into everything, this is a podcast sent to you by our friends over at Ag South Farm Credit. Guys, most lenders don't understand land financing. Ag South Farm Credit specializes in land financing and has been doing it for over 100 years. They make loans for small and large acreage, hunting property, timberland, farm and pasture land, even home mortgages and construction. They have a ton of great benefits, including long-term fixed-rate financing up to 20 years, down payments as low as 15%. They have competitive rates, and they pay an average of 25% of the interest back every year as what they call patronage. So they're cooperative, so they share in their profits with their member borrowers. So, guys, for example, on a $300,000 loan at 6.5% for 20 years, you would get back $2,770 each year. They have an experienced lending staff that knows land and knows how to finance. So, guys, 2020 is going to be a big year for a lot of us. Whether you're getting married, you're buying your first house, you're buying your dream house, maybe you are buying a plot of land, whatever you may be doing. Whenever you're making a big-time life decision like that, you want to make sure you have the right people on your side, the right people in your corner, people that are going to take care of you, because we all know this process can be very stressful, very strenuous. You want that group in your corner that's going to make things as easy as they can possibly be and make things go smoothly as they can possibly go. Ag South Farm Credit is that lender. Whether you're buying your first house, your dream house, you're getting a land loan, you're buying a plot of land for some reason, whatever it may be, Ag South Farm Credit, they are the go-to lender for you. One of the questions they get asked the most, it'll be someone, either an individual or their family, they're wanting to buy some land. They want to know about their options on land loans. Obviously, everybody wants to know about land loans. So Ag South Farm Credit offers everything commercial banks offer, like balloon loans, but they also offer longer-term fixed-rate loans. So instead of a balloon loan where your interest rate can expires and you risk your rate increasing, a fixed rate can never go up, but it can be lowered if the market allows. So the type of loan you get depends on how fast you want to pay it off and what you think your future cash flow is going to be like. So if you want any more information on the type of land loans they offer at Ag South Farm Credit, give them a call, 844-AG-SOUTH, or visit their website, agsouthfc.com/TSUS. That's AGSOUTHFC.com/TSUS. Ag South an equal housing lender, NMLS 619788. So again, their website, agsouthfc.com/TSUS, or give them a call, 844-AG-SOUTH, and tell them Chris from the Spurs Up Show sent you. All right, let's get into it. Chris Phillips, host of the Spurs Up Show, as always. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Happy Friday, everyone. Hope everyone's having a fantastic Friday. We finally made it. The weekend is here. Very exciting weekend at that, because there is basketball in Columbia, South Carolina this weekend. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Really quickly, a couple of housekeeping items. I have not done this in a while, so I want to remind you all to do so. If you have not done so, click the pause button right now. Go to iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, Google Play, whatever outlet you're listening on. Go leave 5 stars, leave a review, leave your feedback. It helps boost up the podcast. And obviously, again, if you have any feedback, there's things you like, there's things you don't like, let me know. Go leave a review. But please, leave a 5-star review for the podcast. I really do appreciate it. Also, if you're listening and you're not subscribed and not sure what you're doing, click the pause button yet again and click that subscribe button. You'll be notified of the daily podcasts that come out each and every single day during the week. So make sure you're subscribed. Also, guys, be on the lookout for the new content. We just did our first Twitch stream on Thursday afternoon that went very, very well. My buddy Tim's going to be helping us with that. We're going to be doing Road to Glory with new recruits. We're going to be doing simulations. We're going to be doing dynasties. It's going to be a lot of fun, mainly focusing on NCAA Football 14. So if you guys have not seen that, be sure to follow along with that. It's going to be a lot of fun. Other than that, let's get into it. Let's talk South Carolina, Vanderbilt, the game tomorrow night at Colonial Life Arena. Gamecocks taking on Vandy. 8 o'clock tip on SEC Network. Kind of a later tip. I'm not sure I'm used to these super, super late Saturday night tip-offs. So the Gamecocks do get one 8 o'clock Eastern on SEC Network. Vandy comes in this game 8-10 overall, 0-5 in SEC play. So they are a team that is no doubt struggling. They're coached by Jerry Stackhouse. And Vandy, like I said, they are struggling. I think they just had their first game in like 30 years, or they had some crazy streak, probably not like 300-something games, maybe, I don't know, where they had made a 3. That streak just got snapped, I think, within like the last week. Jerry Stackhouse had to put out some like announcement on social media, on Twitter, to the fan base. Like, It's a mess right now in Nashville with their basketball program. But Jerry Stackhouse, a very good head coach. You take a look at Vandy, though, and the stats, it's really interesting because they're a good offensive team. They shoot 44% from the field, 34% from three-point range. They average over 70 points per game. They average 73 points per game. So you're thinking to yourself, man, like they must be a pretty good team. Well, similar to South Carolina, they stink from the free throw line. They're 68% from the free throw line, and they give up 70 points per game. They are a bad team defensively. They're allowing their opponents to shoot 46% from the field, which is extremely high. So South Carolina going to have the opportunity to come in this one, have a really, really nice night offensively. And again, 46%, that's a rough number. That is a very high number. You're not going to win many basketball games in conference play when you're giving up those type of numbers. You take a look, though, they've had some close calls. Lost to Auburn at Auburn by 4 points, then got blown out against Texas A&M, blown out at Arkansas, blown out against Tennessee, and then really blown out against Bama, too. So outside of that game at Auburn, they have struggled. They have struggled mightily. It's going to be a Vanderbilt team that is desperate for their first conference win coming into Columbia, and obviously the Gamecocks want to make sure that does not happen. Getting into the top storylines, obviously for South Carolina, we talked about how the way Vandy's been struggling. The Gamecocks are looking to bounce back on their own, not necessarily the way that Vandy is, but South Carolina, with this bounce back opportunity, I think the chance to really get on a roll. I talked about after the Auburn game, I didn't think the Auburn game was a game that was going to cripple you. I did not think it was going to get a game that would define the season, if you will. I think South Carolina simply ran into a buzzsaw when it came to the Auburn Tigers, a team that had lost 2 in a row, coming back on their home floor. I did not expect Auburn to lose a third straight. They're a really, really good basketball team. We're ranked in the top 5 at one point. So you kind of saw that coming. But South Carolina has the opportunity to get at home, a night game at Colonial Life Arena. Should be a good crowd, you think. It should be a pretty good environment. Gamecocks have a chance to really bounce back, and not only bounce back, but really start a streak here. Really kind of get things rolling in a positive way, because you take a look. You got Vandy at home, obviously, tomorrow night. You take Arkansas on the road. Then you have Mizzou at home, at Ole Miss, A&M at home, at Georgia, Tennessee home. So there are some opportunities there. You have some opportunities, I think, to string together 3, 4, maybe 5 straight wins. But it all starts tomorrow night against Vanderbilt. I said that, again, the Auburn loss is not going to cripple you, but you cannot let it beat you twice. That is the biggest thing. You can't let it linger. You can't let it beat you twice. I don't think it will. I think this team will come out focused. But again, look at this game more as an opportunity. Vanderbilt, again, not a good team, is what it is, but you cannot overlook the Commodores. You cannot overlook any game in SEC play. So again, I think the Gamecocks can really get something going, get some real positive momentum rolling with a big win tomorrow night against Vanderbilt. My next top storyline, is this the game that A.J. Lawson finally breaks out? He has not been playing terrible. Let's give credit where credit's due. It's not like A.J. has been absolutely terrible this season, but let's also be honest in the fact he has not been the A.J. Lawson of old. There is no question about it. He simply has not been the guy we expected him to be, and has not been the guy we all saw a season ago. Is this the night where A.J. Lawson breaks out for 20, 25, maybe 30 points? I talked about already, Vanderbilt is not a good team defensively. 44%, they allow their opponents to shoot 46% from the field, 35% from three-point range. A guy like A.J. Lawson, can he take advantage? Can this be sort of the game that serves as a spark plug, if you will? Because, again, all due respect to Jermaine Couisnard, he's been playing phenomenal. He's been playing lights out, and I think he really is turning into that leader, that lead scorer that South Carolina needs. But if this team's going to make a run at the NCAA tournament, it's going to need A.J. Lawson. It's simply going to need A.J. Lawson playing his best basketball. Tomorrow night, I believe, serves as that opportunity for A.J. to break out and kind of get on a hot streak and, have a good game, have some things go his way. So I'll be very interested to see the way A.J. plays tomorrow night. My next big storyline, it's funny in this one. This is going to be it's going to be a pillow fight at the free throw line tomorrow night. Who makes more free throws? I just genuinely think that is a cool storyline to follow because, again, like I said, the Gamecocks, we all know how bad they've been, hovering around 60%, one of the worst in the country. Vanderbilt on their side shooting 68%. What gives? I mean, do both teams shoot terrible from the free throw line? Is it what type of game are we seeing? Again, this is not a game that should come down to free throws necessarily, but I think it'll be kind of funny to follow along and just see which team can shoot the free throws. I mean, which team can shoot free throws and get hot from there. I'll be very interested to see that. Finally, my last storyline for this one, and again, it's something that's been lingering along, but just simply, what is the status of Keyshawn Bryant and Trey Hannibal? I mean, these are two guys that, again, you should win either way, in my opinion, tomorrow night without them, but you're going to need these guys going down the stretch. you're going to need these guys if you're going to make a run at the postseason. And, are these injuries that linger? Can you finally get them back? And we know the injury bug has been a problem for South Carolina and Frank Martin. So can Keyshawn Bryant and Trey Hannibal go? We all know how pivotal both those guys are. South Carolina looks like a completely different team with Trey Hannibal on the floor, and Keyshawn Bryant is a human highlight reel. So Gamecocks need to get both of those guys back. Simply put, will they be available to go in Saturday night's game? We'll have to wait and see on that one. Let's move into some Vanderbilt players to watch, some guys you need to keep an eye on. I want to start at the guard position. Sophomore guard Aaron Nesmith. Nesmith, 6'6", 213. The interesting thing about him, he's out of the state of South Carolina, a local product from Charleston, South Carolina. He has been phenomenal for the Doors this year. Leads their team with 23 points per game. He started 14 games for Vandy. Has shot 52% from three-point range, 51% from the field. A guy that has been super, super hot. The Gamecocks are going to have to make sure they account for him on the outside because, again, Nesmith has been phenomenal for Vanderbilt this season. Again, 23 points per game. That is one hell of an average. So you want to make sure you keep an eye on number 24, Aaron Nesmith, tomorrow night. Next guy I want to talk about, Scottie Pippen Jr., 6'1", 170 guard, freshman guard out of the state of California. And if you're wondering to yourself, Scottie Pippen Jr., is there any relation? Yes, he is the son of the great Scottie Pippen who played on those Bulls teams with Michael Jordan. So a really cool thing there if you want to see the son of a legend play. Scottie Pippen Jr., good player himself, 11 points per game, 3 rebounds per game, but very, very interesting. Again, the freshman guard of California, Scottie Pippen Jr., being the son of the great. I mean, one of the great basketball players of all time. I think, what did Scottie Pippen play, like 17 seasons in the NBA, Hall of Famer. I mean, really, really cool stuff. The last guy I want to talk about, and someone that I know the Gamecock fans definitely need to keep an eye on, and someone that I think is going to have this matchup is going to play a big part in this game, and that's Dylan Dessou. I think I'm saying his last name right. 6'9", 223 freshman forward, 6.4 points per game, but he leads their team with 5.7 rebounds per game. A guy that Mike Kotsar is going to have his hands full all night long. He needs to make sure he's holding his own, whether it is Mike Kotsar, Jalen McCreary, Wildens Levesque, whoever it is. Dessou is a guy who's going to be a disruptor. He can win on the boards. South Carolina needs to make sure they box out, get those offensive rebounds. Do not give Vandy second chance points. You can't allow second chance points in SEC play. So Dylan Dessou, a guy as well, Gamecock fans certainly need to keep their eye on. Keys to the game in this one. My first key to the game. You know Vanderbilt's not a good defensive team. Push the tempo. Push the tempo. Get in a rhythm. I always say get hot, stay hot. Push the tempo in this one. Move the basketball down the floor. I think the Gamecocks can have a lot of success offensively. I like what South Carolina's guard play has been doing, even in the loss to Auburn. I like what Kuznar's been doing. I like the way Manaya's shooting the basketball. Jair Bolden seeming to come back around. Even A.J. Lawson, 11 points against Auburn. It's not what we all want to see from him, but, it's better than we have seen in the past. So, again, can South Carolina push the tempo? Can they really force the issue, if you will, and have a huge offensive performance? My second key to the game, guard the perimeter. I said this last game. I'm going to say it again. You've got to guard the perimeter. Auburn had way too many open looks, made way too many open shots from outside. I already talked about a guy, again, in Aaron Nesmith. He can absolutely kill you shooting over 50% from three-point range. Gamecocks have got to make sure they're getting back on defense, guarding the outside. Do not give open looks in three-point range. My third and final key to the game. I already talked about Vanderbilt's a team right now that is down. They're out. The fan base is questioning the direction of the program. Jerry Stackhouse is trying to hold this thing together as much as he can. Listen, there's no time in SEC play to feel bad for somebody. Beat them while they're down. That's my third key to the game. Beat them while they are down. Vanderbilt's coming in a mentally fragile basketball team, a team that has not played a close game in like a month, or at least a couple of weeks, if you will. That Auburn game was the last one. Their last 4 games, they've gotten absolutely blown out, beat by 15 to 20 points each time. So beat them while they're down. Take advantage of the situation. Get ahead, stay ahead. Don't let Vanderbilt even think they have a chance in this basketball game. And if you do that, I think South Carolina will have an easy win at home. I really do. I think that potential is there, but you got to get ahead and establish, what's the word I'm looking for? You've got to set the tone. That's what I'm looking for. You've got to set the tone in this one early, often. Don't give Vanderbilt any glimmer of hope, any sliver of confidence. Beat them while they're down. Step on their throats and take care of business. As far as my prediction for the game, Like I said after Auburn, I think this game serves as a great opportunity for a bounce back. I think the Gamecocks do bounce back. I don't think Auburn's a very good basketball team. They've got some decent players, and they can hurt you offensively. Again, scoring 73 points per game. But simply put, Vanderbilt's a team that is reeling right now. They're struggling. They're 0-5 in SEC play. This is absolutely a game you cannot afford to lose if you're South Carolina, and I don't think they will. I think the Gamecocks have a big offensive night. I've got South Carolina winning this one 82-71. I think that the Gamecocks do explode on offense. I think Vanderbilt's a pretty solid offensive team, but they're a team that's reeling, lost 5 straight conference games. I think that South Carolina makes it 6, and I think the Gamecocks bounce back in a big way and get things rolling as they prepare to go into a big road matchup against Arkansas next Wednesday. So again, I got South Carolina winning this one 82-71, Carolina bouncing back in a big way at home tomorrow night at Colonial Life Arena. So that's going to do it for me. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Speaking of the game tomorrow night, if you need tickets to the game, if you're trying to go, why not? Take the family, take your friends, do it. 8 o'clock tip at Colonial Life Arena. Should be a lot of fun. I'll be there. If you see me, obviously holler. But if you need your tickets, the best place you can go is our friends over at SeatGeek. Go download the SeatGeek app or go to SeatGeek.com. Use the promo code SPURSUP. You're going to save $20 off your first purchase. Guys, like I said, they've got tickets to everything. Whether you're trying to go to the Gamecocks basketball game tomorrow night, you're trying to watch Dawn Staley and the crew in women's basketball, you're going to the Super Bowl maybe, I don't know, concerts, comedy club events, NFL, NHL, MLB, NBA, whatever it may be, whatever you're trying to go see, SeatGeek is the way to go. They got a great ticket rating system which rates the tickets for you based on the type of deal you're getting. So never again you get to sit there and worry. Never again, number one, you get to scalp and worry about are your tickets real? Like, oh my God, I don't know if they're even going to work when I get up there. Where am I sitting? Blah, blah, blah. Did I get ripped off? SeatGeek does all the work for you. You have that peace of mind when you click the buy button. You're getting the best bang for your buck. They're going to make sure that not only are you getting the cheapest ticket, but you're getting the best value as well, so you're never going to overpay for tickets again. It's really that simple and easy. SeatGeek, the best ticket buying app by far. The absolute only one that I use when I'm getting my Gamecocks tickets and tickets really to anything else. So again, that's our friends at SeatGeek. Go download the SeatGeek app or go to SeatGeek.com. Use the promo code SPURSUP, SPURSUP, to save $20 off your first purchase. As always, I'm Chris Phillips of the Spurs Up Show. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Have a fantastic weekend, and we'll talk to you on Monday.